there's core business of being a member of Parliament. You have your constituents who are first and foremost, they are like the people that put you here, you look after them, number one. You have the business that goes on here. So yesterday I was in a fire brigade meeting, an update on Grenfell Tower. I was also in an education meeting looking at how the national funding formula will affect schools, the new national funding formula. Then, so you have all those kind of policy areas that go on. Then you have your political party that you have a duty to, because they put you here in a sense as well. So you have speaker engagements, meetings, organising meetings. And then you have the media. So how do you make sure people know what you're doing? So whether that's social media, leaflets, delivering them, talking to people on the doors, and then that face-to-face engagement. So like summer fairs, or just there's loads of amazing groups in North West Durham. Well, my point was that I'm not intimidated, so I don't walk around here like a quivering wreck. I said that my point was that the building is designed to intimidate, and it's designed to intimidate a class, I suppose, a class of people, those who work for a living, those that don't have the room to luxuriate in debates and, rhetoric, that they're out working, they're creating the wealth of this nation, and that it was built at a time when our class, our people, had absolutely no chance of any voice in that place. And it does reek of the establishment, because there are people here who are multimillionaires. I'm sure there's probably some billionaires in here, I don't know. There are people who have spent their whole life being primed for this. And I think that by establishment, I mean people who are just born into a system of ruling over others, those who are really well connected with powerful media stakeholders, those who are extremely well connected with banks, business, multinational corporations, might have worked for them before. Working class people don't have those kind of connections. The kind of connections we have are people, and hundreds of thousands of people. I think we're not, in our schools, we're not really taught to be resilient to criticism and debate, and it's all right to be wrong. So engage in that in the very immediate sense, to start looking at and questioning, hang on, a teacher told me this. Now, I'm not suggesting there should be revolutions in every school around the country, but it's about questioning authority, isn't it? And about saying, why is that rule, or is that fair, or, is what we are studying, is that giving a fair reflection of the world? It's about getting involved in local campaigns, and social media hooks people up much better now than ever before. You might need to have been involved in a political group to get a notification. Now you don't. Yeah. You just need to look at the People's Assembly. On Facebook, you'll find a local group, you'll find out your local rallies. They put on buses to come to London to protest. You can be involved you can join the Labour Party, then you'll get formal notification, or other political parties are available. You'll get formal notification of the meetings that are happening there. Student councils about, say, I always thought, I don't really know enough to say anything. I'm not really expert on that. Or other people will know more. No, you are an expert in your own conditions. And if you think something's unfair, speak out. And then you will, by a series of osmosis, start to be seen as a leader. There is lots of support out there. Working class members of Parliament are always willing to help other working class people, because it is a system that's based on privilege, and it's really difficult to be a representative, to potentially go without wages to stand for election and things like that. So in the immediate sense, it's just about knowing you are an expert, about having the confidence to speak out even if people disagree or you get a bit wrong or whatever. It's about getting active, getting involved, hooking up on social media, and knowing that you will be welcomed with open arms to certainly our mass movement of approximately 800,000 members. I'm predicting it'll be 1 million by the end of the year. And you'll be welcomed with open arms. And to know, actually, that young people, I hate when people say, young people are our future. No, they are our now, they are today, and they have massively valuable things to contribute this second. Yeah. And a bit of a plea to young people, it's not necessarily like, shouldn't I get involved? Like, you have to. All of our futures depend on their active engagement in creating a better system.